Hey everybody, it's your girl Wisdom, aka the voluptuous vixen, aka Miss I Do This. Now, let me say this, and I'm gonna turn on a little piece of light, but it ain't gonna be a long light, it's gonna be a short light. I was supposed to get with y'all earlier today because I knew I had a hosting gig tonight, right? Y'all, I came online as soon as I got home. Let's talk about it. This was not how it went out the door. And I just need y'all to know, Team Wisdom, that I would never represent us like this. Okay? I did have a nice little high bun put up. I had on a beautiful, I don't even know where it is now, type of choker. Here's the thing. If you missed the party tonight, the grand opening of the Rated G Lounge, which is at 720 Hazelwood off Garner's Ferry, the old side pocket, then you just missed it. But I'm still here with you guys because I promised you 12 days of wisdom, and this is day 3. Technically, Saturday would have been day 3. It's actually already Sunday, but because I'm still up and haven't been to sleep, we're going to count this as Saturday. So I'm just going to look at my list and see what I can do from my 12 days without having any additional notes. Here we go. Day 3 of your Days of Wisdom. And if you all will allow me, okay, y'all keep this cigarette habit on the altar. I'm trying to quit, but I just came in from the streets. And so I'm going to give it to y'all 100% real. Day 3, which would have been Saturday the 22nd. Okay, so this is your 12 days of wisdom, day 3 for Saturday, the 22nd of December. Forgive. That is so much easier said than done, y'all. I'm not even finna sit here and talk to y'all like I have it all figured out, because I do not. But apparently, we do have the wherewithal within us to forgive the people who will never ask for our forgiveness, to accept the apologies that we will never get. We have to do it. We have it within us to do it, y'all. We got to find a way. Now, we're going to have to pool our resources because, again, this is something with which I struggle greatly. But at the end of the day, what I believe about forgiveness is that forgiveness is not for the person who did you wrong. Forgiveness is for you. That's for you. For you to get your stuff together. Y'all, I just laugh every time I look at the camera and see this little ponytail sitting on the top of my head. It is so funny to me, but it's really, really real. I do not know who T-Hor Jane is or why in the world you were trying to get on my live at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but we're not doing that. But guys, for today, I just want you to forgive. Like, at the end of the day, most of the people that are in my circle profess Christianity. Y'all know I was raised in a Christian household. I'm a preacher's daughter. I reference the Bible and Christian tenets because that is what is familiar to me, but not to ostracize the rest of you, right? Because I'm non-denominational like a mug. You know what? I'm non-religious. How about that? But forgiveness is not for us, for them. It ain't for them. How many times have you been hurt by someone and they still just, as my grandma would say, just dry long so? They just moving dry long so, honey, like they ain't never did anything to you. Here are a couple things. Number one, just because you feel wronged doesn't mean that the person feels like they wronged you. So I need you to put on your big girl and big boy drawers, and I need you to confess the thing that offends you. If you have an ought with your brother or sister, I really need you to bring that thing like to the forefront, right? Because, hey, Joseph, because you might be mad about something that the person does not even realize that they've done. People don't even know that they've offended you, and you have cut off your nose to spite your face. We have to be careful. We have to be careful about getting in our feelings. And what I've learned is that sometimes we're in our feelings because of how we perceive a thing. Not understanding that when people are not raised like us, they don't necessarily share the same belief system as us. That's beautiful. It is a part of diversity. So we have to understand that not everything that we take personally was meant personally. So that's one reason why you should forgive, because maybe you blew it out of proportion. Maybe your perception interfered with the purpose of what happened, right? So that's something to consider. But even if they know what they did, sis, bruh, if they know what they did and they're not asking for your forgiveness, you can't make them. So are you going to really hold that ugly, dirty, dank piece of shit in your heart for all eternity or for the rest of your life? I refuse. We're not going to give people that type of power over us to where when we see them, we so mad that it affects our mood. No. So today I want you to change the narrative. I want you to change the way we've been talking about change a lot, I guess. I mean, it must be, in the atmosphere. I want you to change the way that you think about that. Don't you drop your shoulders and drop your head because you walk into a room where somebody has did you wrong. You're like, I don't even want to deal with them today, child. I don't want to face them. I don't want to hear their foolery. No, you walk with your head held high. Walk with a smile. Walk in the purpose that you are freaking destined for. And then, keep it pushing. Here's what I learned. The more positive stuff you do, the more good stuff you do, the people that are not meant for you, that are not right for you, the people that mean you harm will be removed from your life. Period. There are some people and some obstacles that have to stay. Even Paul, for those of you, who are familiar with the Apostle Paul, Paul had a whole thorn in his flesh. And the Bible never says what that thorn is. Perhaps it was unforgiveness. We don't know, right? But we all have things that we have to face. We all have things that we go through. And we all have to kind of find a way to be our best selves in spite of it. So on day 3 for Saturday, and I promise y'all tomorrow I will give y'all an on-time, definite, words of wisdom, or day 4 of the 12 days of wisdom. I'll give it to you on time. But tonight, I just want you to get in your heart. Some of y'all are going to church in the morning. Some of y'all won't see this till y'all come back from church tomorrow. What I want you to do is just make a conscious effort. Make a conscious effort to forgive. And it's not easy. We've all done things. We've all had things. I'll tell y'all this though, and nobody has to think like me. I understand that I'm a little wacky and a little crazy, so everybody won't think like me. All right? My sister was killed when I was 12 years old. My older sister, Dana Renee Curry Hawkins. She was killed when I was 12 years old. I still deal with it today. She was shot at point blank range in her head, in her right temple. I can still see her body in the casket. I can still see my dad putting that black lace over his daughter after he kissed her and said goodbye. I can still see it. And I've never wished for the man who killed her to die. Here's the thing, because number one, that doesn't do any good. It doesn't bring my sister back. And I, again, don't expect everybody to think like me, feel like me, be like me. But I am such an optimist to where I just believe. I believe so much in purpose till even in that tragedy, I still can't formulate the hate in my heart. I can't do it. And that's a big thing. Somebody like Hole killed my sister. Like Hole killed my sister. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have sister days and sleepovers and yada yada, like someone legitimately murdered her. But I still see purpose in everything. And I think to myself, you know what? First of all, dying is entirely too easy. Even when dealing with depression, suicide is entirely too easy. And I'm not saying it's an easy thing to do, right? What I'm saying is that in the grand scheme of things, for me, it's entirely too easy. Because the what ifs, even in the afterlife, would kill me. What if I had just stuck it out a little while longer? What if I had just, forgiven? What if I had just, whatever the what if? Like, what if they mess with you? It's purgatory here on earth dealing with the what if. So imagine if you know what I'm saying? It's too much. And I'm just saying that to say, guys, we have to forgive even when it hurts. Even when we don't understand it. And forgiving does not mean forgetting immediately. It doesn't even mean forgetting. Do not get caught up in the cliches. That was day 1 of the 12 Days of Wisdom. We're not going to get caught up in the cliche, forgive and forget. Because if you forget the trial, you might forget the lesson. If you forget the test, you might forget the testimony. So don't forget. But don't be bound by that thing, yo. I'm not going to let the fact that you wronged me keep me from being who I'm supposed to be, who I am destined and purposed to be. I'm not going to let not forgiving you for something petty keep me from my purpose. I'm not going to do it. And so, Team Wisdom, I admonish you to think about whether or not it's worth it to hold that animosity in your heart. I can't tell you what to do. I can't say to you, you have to forgive. You ain't got to do nothing. I ain't got to tell you what to do. I have no dog in your fight. But because I love you and I believe in you and I want the best for you, in order for you to have the best, you have to be the best version of yourself that you can be. And you cannot be that when you are still harboring animosity, hatred, anger, and all of those other negative emotions towards someone, place, or thing that has wronged you. We got to press a little further. We got to get out of our feelings, and we've got to do a little bit more. We've got to do a little bit better. And so for everyone that's watching this, forgive the child molester. That thing is hard. But forgive them. Forgive the child molester, forgive the murderer, forgive the person who broke your heart, who beat your ass, who did you dusty. Forgive them. Not for them. You ain't ever got to say to their face, I forgive you. You don't have to do that. But in your heart of hearts, soul of souls, forgive them. Hard as it may be. And that don't mean you got to be back up under them. You don't have to do that. I can forgive you and still love you and not fuck with you. And that's okay. But I can't risk the entirety of me dying because I'm still allowing hate and anger to live. And so because I want you to live, I want you to live your best life. I want you to be here when the wisdom experience, and we're going to change the name because the wisdom experience was birthed out of the fact that back in the day, I used to say that I am the love child between Wendy Williams and Charlamagne the God. Now, that's when Charlamagne was still on the Wendy Williams show. Charlamagne is from South Carolina. I've met him, and I love him. I love the trash that Charlamagne talks. So back in the day, that was my thing, because if you know me in real life, I talk a lot of shit. And so that was my thing. I was like, shit, I'm the love child between Wendy Williams and Charlamagne the God. And that's how the wisdom experience came to be. Because I love Wendy Williams, even though, Lord, that doesn't mean I agree with everything that she says or does, but I love her. I love her just like I love Howard Stern and just like I love Charlamagne the God. For me, the three of them are kind of in the same little bucket. And Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank. They're all in the same little bucket. They don't always know what to say out their mouth. So I love them, right? And so we're going to change the name from the Wisdom Experience because I know too many people who have the experience behind their stuff. And the cancer in me is entirely too territorial. So I'm going to come up with something. But for those of you that are members of Team Wisdom, new or old, those of you that are not members yet of Team Wisdom, you just popping in and you're happening to see this video, forgive. Forgive because you deserve to live a burden-free life. And that's what I need you to do. And so going forward in the week, man, listen to me. There is nothing more important than your peace of mind. I'd be damned if I let somebody else have it. I'd be damned. I'm not going to do that. Oh, you don't like me? That's fine. Oh, okay. Every time I say 5 plus 5 equals 10, you got to say 5 times 2 equals 10, just so you can make it seem like what you're saying is different, but it's really not. That's fine. Swagger jack all you want. What is for me is mine. So it doesn't matter. Oh my God, Tiff, boo. I love you, sissy. Oh, girl, get off my live trying to make somebody be real emotional at 2 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nobody got time. I love you, sis. I miss your whole face. But guys, I love you so much. I want you to have that peace of mind. I want you to have peace in your spirit, and I want you to have peace in your heart. I want you to have peace on your home and in your job, in your neighborhood, at your grocery store. Please, Lord, have peace at the Walmart. Child, I'm so sick of Walmart. I can't even live the Walmart life no more. But I just want us to be mindful that forgiveness is not optional. And it's not for anybody else. It's for you. You're going to have one whole black spot on your soul that keeps you from getting what you're supposed to have because you can't release the thing that never belonged to you in the first place. We're not doing that, Team Wisdom. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. So, day 3.5, just remember, man, you've got to forgive. You have to. And you don't have to forget. You don't have to be up under the person that hurt you. You don't have to act like it's okay when it's not. It is a process. You might have to say, I forgive so-and-so every day when you get up and put your feet flat on the floor, because it is an absolute process. You're not going to forget or forgive immediately. For those of you that are Christian, when you got saved and said, oh, I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and I believe this, that, and the third, you ain't stop hoeing immediately. Y'all don't want me to. Oh, okay. So the forgiveness is not going to be like that. But it's still attainable, and it is necessary for you. I ain't concerned about the people who hurt you. You know why? Because I know that whatever is right, God will pay. The wheat and the tears will grow together, and God will do the separating. I'm not concerned about them. I am concerned about you and your capacity and willingness, your willingness to forgive. Even if you don't understand why you were wronged, you don't understand how the person that oh, that's my ride or die. That's my top chick. That's my all right, that's fine. But they can still hurt you, and it will hurt you in such a way that you might not even know how to recover. That's fine. I still need you to find a way to forgive. Day by day, minute by minute. It's a process. I'm talking about, did D. Bell Williams check in? She did. Hey, D. Let me tell you something. In 99, D. Bell Williams drove me to my mama and my daddy's house for me to find a note that my daddy left on the table for my mama, saying that he wanted to end this farce of a marriage. Nigga, the nerve of you to try to use a big word for this ugly stuff that you saying. But it is a daily. It is like, it's a perpetual thing. You might be dealing with this forgiveness issue for the rest of your life. You might have to wake up every morning and forgive that person in your soul. That's fine. I just need you not to act out. I need you to forgive because it's for you. I need you to forgive because guess what? Sometimes the enemy will try to keep you mad at the person who is the stepping stone to your next place. Ooh, baby. The devil is cunning. You know what I'm saying? And what better way to keep you from getting to where you're supposed to be than creating division between you and the person who's supposed to help you get there? Sometimes you have got to see beyond what you see. Sight and vision are not the same thing. They're not. And so I need you to forgive so that this vision that has been placed in your belly can come to pass. The purpose that you were created for, it needs to come to pass. And nothing needs to stop it. Certainly not anything as petty as unforgiveness. And I don't care what they did. Did you hear me say my sister was shot at point blank range in the head? Oh, okay. We're not doing that. There are no excuses, guys, because you know what? We are better. We are greater. We are more than. And so we can't be responsible for anybody else. We can't try to tell anybody else what's right for them to do or anything like that, or what they should do, or, oh, you ought to ask for my forgiveness. I need you to be grown enough to accept the apology that you may never get. And it's hard. It's hard. How am I supposed to do that? You know, this so-and-so is so brazen in their stuff. How am I supposed to? I don't have that answer. But you better seek, and ye shall find. Whoever your God is, whatever God you pray to, whatever the tenets are for forgiveness in your religion, seek it out. Because forgiveness is necessary in order for you to reach the next level. Not me. Not the person who wronged you, but in order for you to not only get to, but to be sustained at the next level. Okay? Because getting there is one thing. Being able to stay there is something totally different. You know, Moses got to see the promised land, but he didn't get to enter. Man, I'm going to bed because it's entirely too... Y'all listen to me. Forgive, man. Forgive. We have no choice. Now, I have spent entirely too long here. Let me tell y'all what happened because I wanted to make y'all laugh. I talked about my little raggedy ponytail. Y'all, this is the ponytail I actually had on my head when it was a nice little high bun. I don't know what happened to the bun. The bun is done, honey. This thing was an entire, baby, this thing is now a situation. I just need y'all to know I love y'all enough to not care about this bun being to the side. So then I had the high bun, and the young lady gave me her mistletoe tinsel. And I had my little bun wrapped off. Let me get this thing off because I'm getting fuller and looking crazier as the moments go. But I had my high bun, and then somebody gave me some green mistletoe tinsel, and I wrapped that, you know, all around, and it was really, really cute. But I am going to bed because we just came from a soft opening at Rated G Lounge. And it was an amazing success. Shouts out to Promise Hugie, Panessa Young. Shouts out to the Funk Ambassadors, to Ron Dangler, a.k.a. Boss. Listen, we had an amazing night, and I am tired. I feel like we have been preparing for this grand opening for a month because we have. And it was beautiful. It was everything that it needed to be. And I'm just really, really grateful. So on that note, I'm going to take my grateful butt to bed. But forgive. That's the bottom line. That's the long and the short of it. That's everything. Y'all, look at my face. I am child. I love y'all. And at the end of the day, I don't care. Because I know I'm fine. I don't care nothing about this eyeliner looking fool up. And I don't care nothing about this little top knot that is dead. Okay? You know what, Ashley Chanel, you late. When I got on live, it told me you was online. We'll talk about that tomorrow. For right now, guys, I'm going to bed and just reminding you to forgive. Forgive, forgive, forgive. It is probably going to hurt. It probably is. So what? I told my brother when we left the bar, right? There's another spot, like an older people's club that's down the street, and him and some other people in the spot were like, "We're gonna go down the street to Greens." That's not what I'm doing tonight. I'm not going down there with them old people eating no barbecue and dancing to no damn Tyrone Cease. I'm not doing it. Okay? I'm not doing that. He just texted me and like, "Oh, it smells like menthol in here." Nobody told you to go down there with them old folk. Okay, shouts out to Greens. I love Greens. I love Mr. Green. He owed me some pulled pork and some hash, and I'm gonna go get it. But not tonight. Mr. Green like to stay. Them old people like to stay there till about 5 or 6 in the morning. That is a certified juke joint. I ain't going. Not doing it. So, guys, I love you. And I just want you tomorrow to forgive. Tonight, before you go to bed, if you're still up, if you're watching, forgive. I want you to forgive the person that it seemed like it's hardest for you to forgive. I just want you to say out loud, "I forgive," and then you put their name there. When you wake up in the morning, do the same thing. You keep repeating it until it becomes actuality. That's true TV, right? It's not reality, it's actuality. Yep, that's my cue to go to bed because I done started quoting TV network slogans. But guys, I promise you, you feel better and you will be better for it. And what you don't want to do is miss out on where you are supposed to be and what you are supposed to have and who you are supposed to become because you can't let go of what they did. Fuck them. You are amazing. You are so important. And your purpose is so grand that I dare not see you sully the entirety of your soul because of what somebody else said, did, or thought about you, or what you perceive that they did that they might not have done. Do not be afraid to have conversations when you can. Communication is important in every relationship, right? And if you can communicate and work that thing through, that's great. But if you can't, you still got to forgive. You still got to accept the apology that you may never get. Not for them, but for you. For you. So when you see them shouting next to you in church when they know they did you wrong, you can be like, "Well, Lord, I forgive them. Whatever. Child, I know your ankles just as ashy as they want to be. All that mess you put me through. Whatever you got to do to get through the day, baby, I need you to forgive. Because it's for you and it's not for them." So that's that. Y'all share this with somebody. Share this with 2 or 3 people and tell them not to judge my top knot bun right now because that thing is it. This reminds me of the picture of Janet Jackson with that dang witchcraft bun. Y'all seen it when it was tied up all the way up here with all the... She looked like the top of a totem pole. I love Janet, but she was wrong for that. Okay. That's how I feel right now. So I got to go. I want y'all to have the best day, night, week ever. And tomorrow, I don't know what we'll discuss because this was supposed to be... Well, I had forgiveness written as day 7. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But it's the 12 Days of Wisdom, guys. And I loves me some you. I want you all to have the best evening ever. I'm going to bed and hopefully in the morning Santa will have dropped off. I know it's not Christmas. Don't judge me. Me and Santa got a good relationship. Hopefully in the morning Santa will have dropped off some cheese grits and some salt and pepper catfish. Glory. Let me tell you something. Don't judge my bun, sissy. Don't do it. Don't do it. I will come. I'm still wide awake. I will come to your house right now. Don't do it. I will come for you. Okay? But guys, I love you, man. I hope y'all have the best week ever. Happy holidays to you. For those of you who may be traveling over the holiday, be safe. Those of you that are congregating with family, the ones that you like and the ones that you don't like, hey, stay in character. Keep your royalty in check. Forgive as necessary and as needed. And we keeping it pushing. My best friend said today, my best friend Natalie said that the most prolific word of 2018 came from Lil Duval. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. Huh? I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. That was a mighty word. Come on through. So that's what we doing. I love y'all. I want y'all to have the best night ever, best week ever, best holiday ever for those of you who celebrate. And me and my Miss Turnbull Bun, we out of here. I loves me some you, Team Wisdom, and all of those of you who are watching. I loves me some you. You guys are beautiful. You are important, and you are purposed. And I need you to know, believe, and trust that, even when you don't feel it. All right? I loves me some you. You know what? Shut up, Drake. Nobody asked you anything. You know what? I'm not combing out nothing. I'm going to leave it. Matter of fact, let me undo it. Make it real juicy for you. That's that Grinch right there. Let me give you that good Grinch who stole Christmas. That's that 1992 side pony. Can I get a fan ponytail, Ashley? Like, good night, y'all. The foolery is too real because I done been up too long. I love y'all so much. And I hope you all have the best evening. We'll talk tomorrow. It's the 12 Days of Wisdom. Make sure that you share this with your people. And we'll talk later, guys. I loves me some you. Mwah.